Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dondial and I'm 100% certain that I don't have to tell you who A.R. Rahman is. So when A.R. Rahman says something, you take him seriously. You listen because this is a man who has done India proud with multiple Oscar and Grammy awards. You listen to him because he doesn't speak very often, and when he does, he will never intentionally say anything that is even remotely controversial. You listen because it is his rendition that has given us the most soul-stirring part of the Vande Mataram. So when A.R. Rahman says that he has lost work in Bollywood in the last 8 years and that the reason could be communal, you hear him out. You may or may not agree with him, but you certainly cannot ignore what A.R. Rahman says. You can debate it, like we will this evening, but we cannot close our ears to it. Now, what exactly has A.R. Rahman said that has Bollywood facing the music from many quarters? Well, in an interview to the BBC, A.R. Rahman has said that in the last 8 years or so, there has been a power shift in the industry. He says it could be communal. He says no one says anything to him on his face, but it reaches him via Chinese whispers. He says filmmakers sign him up, and the next thing he hears is that music companies have replaced him with 5 other music composers. In the same interview, the 59-year-old is also saying that he was the first composer from South India who went to the Hindi film industry in Bombay and managed to survive it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as expected, A.R. Rahman's statements have opened up a fierce debate about an industry where at one point it was said that talent is the only Khuda, talent is the only God. On one hand are those who say that Rahman is playing the victim card because he has not been able to deal with the influx of new musical talent that has come to the industry. After all, how can an industry which has 3 Khans at the top be communal or be accused of communal bias? Let's put out those. Now, those in Rahman's choir say this is A.R. Rahman we are talking about, a soft-spoken Sufi who was born a Brahmin. This is his personal experience he is talking about. Instead of bullying him and calling him ungrateful, be realistic and accept that things are tough for Muslims in India. Listen in to all the reactions that have come in.
And a study has been undertaken also by IIM professor, and the book is available, in which it is categorically there in the last 50-60 years. All the villains which were having a negative role were portrayed as a practicing Hindu with tilak on their forehead. I think it is up to their creative independence. The Bollywood should also try to understand that the country is going in right direction.
ये कलाकार का अपमान है, कलाकारों का, पूरे देश के कलाकार, कलाकार कोई जात का नहीं होता। जैसे बिस्मिल्लाह खां साहब, जिन्होंने बनारस में रहकर शहनाई को पूरी दुनिया में विख्यात किया, भारत रत्न, और वो बजाते कहाँ थे शहनाई? माँ गंगा के तट पर।
देखिए, बहुत दुखद है, ये देश के लिए बहुत खराब हो रहा है, ये देश के लिए बेहतर नहीं है। देश के अंदर अगर इस प्रकार की भावना जागृत होगी तो निश्चित रूप से ये देश की तरक्की में बाधक होगी। देखिए, हर जगह ये तो फैक्ट्री बना दी है, ये तो फैक्ट्री बना दी है नफरत की।
मैं A.R. रहमान का बहुत बड़ा फैन रहा हूँ। अपने देश के और दुनिया के बड़े हैं A.R. रहमान, पॉपुलर हैं, और आर्ट के लिए, म्यूजिक के लिए, कल्चर के लिए किसी को भेदभाव की नजर से नहीं देखता।
Ladies and gentlemen, just to be clear who we are talking about, A.R. Rahman is the first Asian to win 2 Oscars, 2 Academy Awards in a single year. You remember he won it in 2009 for the Slumdog Millionaire. He's won 2 Grammy Awards as well, 1 Golden Globe, 6 National Awards, and ladies and gentlemen, 15 Filmfare Awards. His talent is undoubtable. What is also undoubtable is the fact that this man is the pride of India. Who exactly is he? He was someone who was born in a Hindu family. We know his story because it's in his autobiography. He was born as Dilip Rajgopala. He converted to Islam at the age of 23 under the influence of a Sufi Pir. This Sufi Pir had actually treated his father. His father had died when Rahman was only 9 years old. when Rahman converted, it was actually a Hindu astrologer who gave him the name Rahman. And when Rahman converted, his mother and his sisters converted to Islam as well. Today, a lot of people are asking the question, has A.R. Rahman done an Amir Khan? You remember what Amir Khan had said? He had actually quoted his wife. He was the one who landed in trouble, but he was quoting his wife Kiran to say, my wife often says or thinks, should we be shifting out of India? And he says she fears for her child because there is a sense of fear in this country, especially when there are Muslims concerned. There is a sense of insecurity. He got a lot of flack for it. You remember that? There were a lot of endorsements that were taken away from him. They were cancelled. He lost out on many films. Many people in the right called him an anti-national as well. Ultimately, he had to step out and apologize and clarify his statement. So has A.R. Rahman done an Amir Khan as well? Will he be forced to step out and clarify / apologize? Should he actually be bullied into doing that? That is a question I'm asking this evening. Dr. Shalini Ali is national convener of the MRM. She's joining us on the broadcast. Hi, Dr. Ali. Good to have you on the show. Ravi Rai is a film and TV critic. He's a film and TV writer. I beg your pardon. He's usually critical of what most news media does. So he's a critic of the media. Hi, Ravi Rai. Good to have you on the show. Shoaib Chaudhary is a TV and film producer. He's joining us on the broadcast. Hi, Shoaib. And Kapish Srivastav is a national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. He's joining us on the broadcast as well. Dr. Shalini Ali, what A.R. Rahman has said in the BBC interview has now become controversial. But he's talking about his own personal journey. He's talking about the successes he has had in the Hindi film industry. And then he's saying in the last 8 years, there has been a power shift. And he feels that it is because of a communal bias that he's not getting work. Is there a problem in what he's saying? Because he's only reciting, or he's only talking about his own personal experience.
See, first and foremost, we must try and understand that he's in an industry which does not only provide entertainment, but it provides work on the basis of what field or what stream of music you're going in for. All right. Now, A.R. Rahman is famous for his type of music. It's not necessary every movie that is released will have an A.R. Rahman movie. We've seen this entertainment industry in the past 7 to 8 years. We have not seen anyone going past Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan or Amir Khan. Let's not get religion into this industry and let's not make a hue and cry about it. It's about your personal journey. I understand. Then you must also understand that it's about the quality and the type of music you are doling out to. Is it important that we will always keep on having a Slumdog Millionaire for you? Is it always possible that we'll always keep on having another kind of music? No. So this industry has also evolved. We've had different kinds of things.
Dr. Ali, are you telling me that a man who is recognized as a genius, as one of the world's best music composers, not just India or Asia's best music composers, the world's best music composer, is out of tune with what Bollywood wants?
I would say that not only is he out of tune or sync in the thoughts that he's putting across, not only to the media in our country, but internationally also, I would say that it's his responsibility not to bring in a sense of hatred in this entertainment business. We've got a lot of Muslim actors and actresses that are working not only in the industry, in the TV industry, in Tollywood, who has come out and spoken out that I'm not getting work on the basis of my religion.
No, how is A.R. Rahman the one spreading hatred?
That's a good question.
He's just saying, look, I've not got work, consistent work in the last 8 years. It could be communal. How is this spreading hatred? Spreading hatred is when you go to a set and break it up because your Rajput sensibilities have been offended because a film called Padmavati is being made.
He has to be responsible enough in giving out a statement where the word communal comes out. I'm sorry, I disagree with his statement.
So ab ye bolna, ab communal shabd ka istemal karna is irresponsible, Dr. Ali. Shoaib, just come in here, please.
World, especially, yes, in today's world and especially in today's
in our country, politically correct क्यों हो? सब लोगों का एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू तो नहीं हो सकता ना. Everyone cannot have one point of view. Does every citizen in this country vote only for the BJP? No, na. They vote for the DMK as well. They vote for the TMC as well.
No.
Huh?
I am saying
They vote for the Shiva Sena as well. They vote for the Congress as well.
अगर श्रेया, अगर कम्युनल की बात होती तो बाकी जो मुस्लिम एक्टर्स एंड एक्ट्रेसेस हैं वो भी इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आकर ये स्टेटमेंट्स पिछले 7-8 साल में क्यों नहीं बना रहे?
That is a good point to make. Shoaib will respond to that. Will respond to that.
See, first of all, I'm finding it a little difficult to understand the title of your show. Rahman does an Amir. What am I supposed to understand? I mean, both of them are... Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, go ahead. And that is with a question mark, and that is not the title of my show.
Can you hear me?
The title,
Okay.
of my show is very simple. It says the Mozart of Madras muted for being Muslim, because that is the debate that is underway in this country right now. Shoaib, go ahead, please.
Okay. So be it Amir or Mr. Rahman, they are the most graceful, and these people are the pride of this nation. And if they are speaking out about an issue, there must be some basic foundation for it. There must be something out of their personal experiences, and that's how people mention what they feel. If I talk about my own self, you know, I mean, I don't know if I can give you 2 examples about
आप बिल्कुल
what
example
I,
दीजिए.
being a Muslim, I'm facing here.
हाँ.
Okay, so I joined this industry coming from a city called Meerut. I joined this industry in 2000 after I completed my filmmaking course, and then since then I was in an extremely happy state of mind where we never discussed faith or each other's religion, and all of us were working together. It was a great industry to work in. Then comes in 2014-15, and since then, I say this on record, things have taken a complete U-turn for the Muslims or minorities or whatever you like to call it. And we have seen it happening. If Amir Khan gives an opinion about what he's facing, he's being trolled by everyone. If Mr. Rahman, who's brought so much of pride to this nation, is being discussed for something which he feels personally, look at the troll army getting after him. You've mentioned 3 big khans. The industry is run by 3 big khans. That is primarily because they generate the highest revenues in the film industry. Otherwise, koi unko पूछने वाला नहीं था. So that's what is happening. I'm telling you on record.
Rahman also generates some of the biggest hits in this country. If that is the logic, Rahman in the last 15 years, 16 years has generated some of the biggest hits in this country.
His agreements are being cancelled.
है ना?
Yes, that's true. So, but he claims that his agreements are being cancelled. You know, there are people like the Khers, the Rawals, and their sidekicks who came out with certain videos along with your former editor on Times Now, जहां से ये सारी गंदगी इंडस्ट्री में शुरू हुई, जब मिस्टर खेर ने वो वीडियो बनाया कि हम मस्जिदों से अजानें आ रही थी और कश्मीरी हिंदुओं को मारने की बातें हो रही थी. This is the point when everything took a change. I have been extremely active with the people here. And then now I'll give you 2 of my personal experiences.
दीजिए, एक तो दे ही दीजिए.
I can't hear you.
Go ahead, Shoaib.
Okay, मैं 2 दे देता हूँ, बहुत छोटे से हैं. One is, I produced one of the longest running show, which was the highest TRP generator for the national broadcaster, which is Prasar Bharati. The rule is that if you have proved your mettle as a producer or any other art field, you are given extra work. You are called by the broadcaster to give you to be given extra shows to produce. That is the norm. But I have not got anything. More important point is, by a senior officer within Prasar Bharati, I was told not to mention my full name in the correspondence, because that way I will never get work. Because if I start mentioning Shoaib Hussain Chaudhary, I will never get work. Now, the second example about Chota Sa, I produced a film. I produced a biopic on Sir Syed Syed Ahmad Khan, which is running on international platforms, streaming on international platforms. But Prasar Bharati, just on the back of, because it has Urdu text in the show, they do not want to run it on the channels, which I am providing to them free of cost.
Ravi Rai, we've not just had this evening A.R. Rahman speak about his personal experience. Someone like a Shoaib Chaudhary is also saying that I've faced the bias as well, and he's giving his own example.
No.
That's
all. Put it aside. Yeah, put it aside. इरशाद कामिल को आज भी काम मिल रहा है, इम्तियाज अली को आज भी काम मिल रहा है, जावेद अली आज भी गाना गा रहा है, जाकिर हुसैन आज भी हाउसफुल पे स्टैंड अप कर रहा है ना, सलीम सुलेमान को. So that rubbish you just throw it out. I mean, these things you're going to face for years to come, है ना. I mean, I will not get into it. मेरे पास 7 साल से काम नहीं है फिर. I mean, these are, you see what happens, will I blame people, the left sitting in the channels, and no. I mean, when you work in a public sector and which is based on performance, it is a performance based, everybody goes through. अभी शमी और सिराज के लिए भी झगड़ा करने लग जाए, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता ना यार. I mean, every time we do that. So let's not get into that. My only point there, Shreya, is about Rahman. I mean, I just think that Rahman and Sachin Tendulkar, these were two icons whom the generations looked at without caste, creed, religion, politics. I mean, Rahman, the man who sang Ma Tujhe Salam, you know, and 33 years of a shelf life is a long life. And I know it. Let me tell Shoaib Chaudhary, my brother's film, Tere Ishq Mein, has just released with Rahman in it. There is a film, Imtiaz Ali's film, that is coming with Rahman in it. There is a film with Hansal Mehta. But also, listen, Shreya, also, when you charge 7 times more, then is this Rahman the same of Tal and Roja? No, he is not. In the last 8 years, he is not. Let me just finish one line, then you can keep me out of the debate. There is something called creative death. You know, there were 2 music directors, Rajesh Roshan and R.D. Burman. When I say R.D. Burman, there can be nobody bigger than R.D. Burman as a cult. When I say nobody, inverted commas, nobody. He went out of work for 10 years, and his last decade was the music companies were not buying him. Did he cry victim? I mean, my only point, you said he is doing an Aamir Khan. I thought he is doing an Hamid Ansari now. And I, again, by saying this, I love the man. He is a great musician. And for 33 years, the man has been silent. सबसे पहले तो मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा था इसने बोला होगा. मुझे लगा BBC तो हरकत कर रही होगी कुछ. But there was no denial from him, you know. But why did he say so? Counter
question. You are saying R.D. Burman didn't have work for 10 years. The fact is that Rahman still has work. All he's saying is it has dried up.
Yes.
Fact is that A.R. Rahman, you know, I would have countered the bias question by saying that an A.R. Rahman in this country is giving music for the Ramayana. And that is
exactly.
And that is the Hindi film industry for you. But there are lived experiences you cannot deny. इसलिए रहमान को भूल ही नहीं कर सकते, and we cannot say that he is a talent who is dead. This is the death of talent.
छावा आप बोलते हो डिवाइस इन फिल्म में, don't do it. And if you think Ramayana, don't score music for it. And there was a very big patch of Shah Rukh Khan. He went through unemployment, no work for 5 years till he came back with Pathan. I mean, you go through these. When I said these are performance-based, if you strike there, if you score a century, you're back again into the game here. It is as simple as that. There are Hindus without work here. There are a lot of Hindus who are without work. So you start pulling out your victim card. No, that's not done.
Who will the Hindus blame? If Hindus victim card करेंगे तो वो blame किसको करेंगे? कपीश श्रीवास्तव anyway.
कुछ भी बोलते हैं. अभी मैंने नाम गिनवा दिए, सब सुपरस्टार्स हैं. हमारी armed forces में the face of the army was this woman. I mean, what are they talking about here? I don't think Rahman's statement, he must have...
Are we closing our eyes to the lived reality of Muslims in this country? Ravi Rai, I think we may be doing that. कपिश श्रीवास्तव, आप जरा आइए. यहाँ पे आर्ग्यूमेंट आ रही है कि ऐसा है, जिस फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में शाहरुख खान, आमिर खान, सलमान खान रूल करते हों, जिस इंडस्ट्री में जाकिर खान नाम के बंदे का अगर आपने उसके कॉमेडी शो के लिए, स्टैंड अप शो के लिए टिकट लेना हो, वो टिकट आपको नहीं मिलेगा। ऐसी इंडस्ट्री को आप बोल रहे हैं शायद कम्युनल है इसलिए मुझे काम नहीं मिल रहा। ये क्या AR रहमान विक्टिम कार्ड खेल रहे हैं? और खेल भी रहे हैं तो अखिलेश यादव को बीच में इसमें पड़ने की क्या जरूरत पड़ गई?
देखिए, एक बहुत स्पष्ट सी बात है कि जाके पैर न फटे बवाई, वो क्या जाने पीर पराई। इन लोगों के पैर में अभी दर्द नहीं हुआ है जो इतनी आसानी से चीजों को कह रहे हैं। अरे भैया, AR रहमान वो व्यक्ति है जिसने पूरे विश्व में भारत का नाम किया, अपना नाम नहीं किया। उसको आपने इतनी आसानी से ले लिया कि वो बिना पीड़ा के ही अपनी पीड़ा कह दिया। इसी को कहते हैं इग्नोरेंस, और वो भी कोई आम आदमी नहीं, कोई राह चलता आदमी थोड़ी ना है। जिस पर इंडिया गर्व करता है, जिस पर विश्व गर्व करता है, जिस पर संगीत स्वयं गर्व करती है, उसके पास काम नहीं है। अरे ये छीना जा रहा है काम उसका। एग्रीमेंट्स हो करके टूटे हैं। तो जिसके वो धमकी आएगी वही तो FIR लिखाएगा। अगर अली जी को नहीं आया है, शालिनी अली जी को, तो इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी ना है कि पूरे देश में क्राइम नहीं हो रहा है। और मैं सबसे बड़ी बात आपको यह कह रहा हूं कि आप देखिए कि समय समय पे आमिर खान के साथ भी दिक्कतें आई, और कम्युनल दिक्कतें थी, धमकियां तक थी। उनकी वाइफ जो है वो कह रही थी हम बाहर जाकर के रहेंगे, भी यहां हम सेफ नहीं है। भारत के पूर्व राष्ट्रपति हामिद अंसारी साहब, जो भारत के उपराष्ट्रपति थे, उन्होंने भी इस बात को उठाया था, लेकिन इतना आसानी से इग्नोर कर दिया जाता है। अरे साहब, सलमान खान साहब को फिल्म में बने रहने के लिए, मुंबई में सुरक्षा पाने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के साथ खड़े होकर के पतंगबाजी भी करनी पड़ती है।
नहीं तो
ये पूरी दुनिया जानती है।
आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी की वजह, आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी की वजह से ऐसी नफरत फैली है बॉलीवुड में और पूरे देश में कि AR रहमान से काम छीना जाता है? इज दैट योर लॉजिक?
मैं आपको बता रहा हूं।
हाँ,
मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, हर उसके पीछे एक कारण होता है। हम ये कह रहे हैं 70 साल से RSS नाखून रगड़वा रहा था, गणेश जी को दूध पिलवा रहा था। तमाम आपने चीजों को देखा है कि कोई ऐसा डिपार्टमेंट नहीं है जहां पे RSS के लोग अब इस समय हायर पोजीशन पे ना बैठे हो। जिस 2014 को यू टर्न हुआ है, एक सेकुलर इंडिया जो है वो कम्युनल इंडिया की तरफ बढ़ा है। आप पूरी डिबेट उठा के देख लीजिए, केवल आपके चैनल की बात मैं नहीं कर रहा हूं, जितने भी नेशनल चैनल हैं आप उठा करके देख लीजिए, केवल हिंदू मुसलमान पे डिबेट है। इस देश में बेरोजगारी पे नहीं है, इस देश में अन्य चीजों पर नहीं है, जो देश के मूलभूत चीजें हैं उन पर नहीं है, और यही आपका डिस्कस होता है।
ठीक है।
मैं इस बात को कह रहा हूं कि ये गवर्नमेंट कहती भर है कि हम सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास करते हैं, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। इनके द्वारा जिस कम्युनलाइजेशन को बढ़ावा दिया गया अपनी वोटों की राजनीति के लिए, उसका भुगतान अब फिल्म इंडस्ट्री भी भर रहा है।
Dr. Ali, I'll give you the last word. Please take 20 seconds and respond to what Kapish Srivastava is saying. He's saying that since you are not feeling the pain, since it has not happened to you, you're dismissing it so lightly.
It's very funny, and I will say it's a very ironical situation, because I am a Muslim. I am living very safely and peacefully in this country. I don't have any patharav that is taking place. No one is asking me to shut my mouth and not give my views. I am, as a matter of fact, I advocate for the policies, for the upliftment of the Muslim women. I am cross-questioning Maulana's in our show only, and I don't see how anyone has asked me to shut up or has asked me to stop working. So this is a very it's a very ironical situation that today we have A.R. Rahman.
But here we are questioning and debating the lived experience of a Rahman. Why can't we just take him at face value?
Why are we not understanding the fact that he is in a creative field? There could be any kind of discrepancies in his creativeness that is not going by the script of a film. Okay. Why are we not looking at all the other Muslim actors who are still there in the entertainment business? Why are we still going and watching Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan? Why is it such a big thing that when there is a Shah Rukh Khan or a Salman Khan blockbuster coming in, there are hundreds and crores of rupees that is coming in? Why hasn't the Hindutva agenda affected ended by banning Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan? These are simple questions. I'm not bringing in any kind of communalism. Okay. It is the questions that are being posed by other people.
Okay.
No film of Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan is banned. Whether it is Pathan or whether it is any other movie, all films are seen by one and all. Let's not get communalism. Let's not get all this religious biasness in the entertainment sector. Because as a matter of fact, what you said, A.R. Rahman giving music for Slumdog Millionaire, A.R. Rahman giving music for Ramayana, A.R. Rahman giving music for Tal, there could be an end of a legend.
Well, I don't think there is the end of a legend. I don't think you can question his musical genius. वो नहीं कर सकते. Shoaib, my time is over, unfortunately enough. This is a good debate. I wish we could have gone on for another 10 to 12 minutes, but we leave it there for the moment. Dr. Ali, thank you very much. Ravi Rai, good to have you on the show. Shoaib, thank you. And Kapish Srivastav, thank you very much. Shoaib, time over. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, a quick break. The news and updates continue. Do stay with us.